Hello everyone and welcome back to Caliboost YouTube channel. In this video I will be giving you the ultimate guide to mastering the full planche. Whether you are just starting out or already working on some planche progressions, in this video I will tell you every single thing that I know about the full planche, the exercises I've used to master the full planche, and also we're going to talk about the planche progressions. So get ready and let's dive in. The full planche is one of the most advanced bodyweight exercises in calisthenics because it requires insane amount of core strength, shoulder strength, and also mind-body connection. Before you even start thinking about training the full planche, you have to have the basic foundational strength. You have to be able to do 3 sets of 15 push-ups, 3 sets of 12 dips, 3 sets of 8 pike push-ups, and if you're able to do handstand push-ups, it would be even better starting point for training the planche. It is also important that your core is strong enough, which means 3 sets of 60-second plank holds. If you're able to do these requirements, you have the basic foundational strength to start training the planche. Also, remember, it is very important to warm up properly before starting any workout. So remember, warm up your wrists, elbows, shoulders, also lower back and even your neck. Talking about planche progressions, tuck planche. In the tuck planche, it is important that your arms are straight, your core is tight, and you keep your knees to your chest. The tuck planche will help you build the strength for shoulders, a little bit less for core because you're actually tucking in your legs in the tuck planche, so your core is not working as it should work in the planche. And that leads us to the next progression, which is called advanced tuck planche. And here you are pulling your legs away from your chest, and by doing that you are engaging your core for the planche. It also builds more shoulder strength because it requires more lean. Next, we have the straddle planche. It is already considered a skill, not a progression, but some call it a progression. Same things, straight arms, protraction, and I forgot to mention in the earlier progressions, when you do tuck planche and you do advanced tuck planche, protraction is important too. In the straddle planche, your core opens up fully, and that's the moment when you have to engage your core properly, tuck it in, straighten up your lower back, and by doing an exercise called planche leans, the planche leans will help you to understand how your protraction should feel and look, basically how your full body should feel and look in the planche. If you want to learn more about the planche leans, then here we have a detailed planche lean guide, so make sure to definitely check it out. Actually, that video is pretty important because there are techniques like pointed toes. We also show how to correctly tuck in your core and how a perfect protraction looks like. So if you're struggling with the planche form, make sure to definitely check the video out. It could be very important for you and for your progress. And the last progression and skill is full planche. Legs together, fully extended, perfect protraction, perfect core engagement, straight arms, and at least 3 seconds of hold. And so each of these progressions will help you get stronger and more stable over time. About these progressions, don't rush through them. You have to be able to do a perfect form hold. If you will do a bad form 10-second tuck planche, then you probably won't be able to even do advanced tuck planche. So make sure that you focus on proper form. It is very, very important. And basically for every exercise you will be doing, it is important to do it in perfect form. The complementary exercises for the planche progressions. So first and the most important exercise will be planche leans, because you can control the planche lean difficulty by reducing the lean or leaning more, and you can also increase the planche lean difficulty by increasing your feet elevation. Then we have a universal exercise, which is L-sit to tuck planche, L-sit to advanced tuck planche, L-sit to straddle planche, and maybe even L-sit to full planche. I remember that when I trained the planche, only time when I used this exercise was to be stronger in tuck planche or advanced tuck planche. I have never used it to train straddle planche or the full planche, but maybe the exercise will be good for you specifically. You also have to be able to do handstands. It will definitely make your training a little bit easier and make your progress a little bit faster, because training the planche involves some negative exercises, which is Tuck Planche negatives or advanced Tuck Planche negatives, and sometimes when I trained the full planche, I sometimes even did the full planche negatives. It is basically when you do handstand and then from handstand you go to specific progression. It is pretty individual exercise, so you should just try it and then you will know if it helps you or not. Planche line push-ups or pseudo push-ups, a good exercise for your pushing strength. Not that important for your planche holds, so if your goal is to hold the full planche, you won't need them as much, but you can do them sometimes. As well as with the handstand push-ups. They don't transition directly to the planche strength, but when I personally sometimes train the full planche and I feel a little bit weaker that day, I always do 90-degree handstand push-ups to finish my planche workout. You can also try holding different planche progressions with the resistance bands. In my opinion, if you need to use this thick resistance band or this thick resistance band for particular progression, you are not ready to do it, and these resistance bands really won't help you to be stronger and get stronger in the progression. For example, if you are able to do straddle planche and you want to learn the straddle planche press with that thick resistance band, if you will do straddle planche presses, it will get you nowhere. In my trainings, the thickest resistance band I use is this. I don't know precisely how much kgs does this resistance band provide in resistance, but it could be somewhere about 20 kilograms. And this is the resistance band I use the most. I don't know the precise kgs of this one, but it could be somewhere about 10 to 15 kgs. So how to understand what resistance band do you need? You just have to try the resistance bands out, and the resistance band that will allow you to hold the straddle planche, for example, for 3 to 8 seconds, then it is a good resistance band for the training. For example, if you want to do the straddle planche holds with this resistance band and you feel like your hold is only 2 seconds long, then it could be better for you to use this resistance band. And if with this resistance band you can hold for the straddle planche for 5 seconds, perfect. And as you understood, over time you will be getting stronger. It would be important for you to also learn the 90-degree handstand push-ups, because as I mentioned earlier, for now sometimes I incorporate them in my full planche workouts. The same thing about the handstand push-ups. They are easier, so for example, if you're training the straddle planche, it would be important that you can do handstand push-ups, because sometimes you will have workouts when you will feel too weak for maybe straddle planche resistance band holds, but you will be able to do handstand push-ups. Then it is just a good thing to do them and make your workout fuller. But yeah, enough talking. Now I just want to take you through my full planche workout. As you saw, the second set was even worse. My core is still not engaging properly. As you can see, I don't have position like this, but I have it more like this. Core just not engaged. I think I should film third set, because in third set I will try very hard to engage my core in the full planche. Also for you to see what will change and how the full planche will look like when I try to engage my core as much as I can. As you saw in the last 2 sets, I engaged my core more and tried to do the perfect core engagement. I don't think that I reached the perfect core engagement, but I definitely tried and attempted it. And that's the one thing about any skill training. When you are thinking and trying to do your best to perform it at the best form and in perfect form, it will always be better than just do the planche without thinking about the perfect form. Let's move on to straddle planche holds. I hope that I won't have problems with the core in the straddle planche holds. Let's go. Also, if you are struggling to progress in any skills, make sure to book a free consultation call with either me or Paul, where we will be able to help you, talk about your trainings and how you can get to that certain skill. Whew. These are super heavy, especially if you do a superset like this, where like you lean at your maximum, then you hold, then you do your max hold, then you lean back a little bit and again max hold. Usually it's 3 levels like that, but this time I did 4 because in the first seconds there was a lot of lean, and then I had to lean back a little bit after 3 or 4 seconds already. That's why I did 4 levels. So yeah, pretty good trick. You can definitely use it even if you are doing just basic planche leans. This is still good. Remember to not sacrifice your form. Always engage your core properly. Protraction always should be there, and when I do the planche leans, I also point my toes. So this exercise has more than one variation. So the hardest variation of this exercise is when you actually go into handstand and then you lower yourself down to like planche position, supported planche position, and then you do a hold. And if you are even stronger than that, you can lower yourself from handstand and then press yourself up and do these presses. I am currently doing the easiest variation because my core is not strong enough. The variation I am doing is just a supported planche raise. Okay, so as you can see, my strength is significantly lower and I can't really perform a perfect form supported planche raises. So now I'm going to do one leg supported planche raises. Progression lower. You can do the same thing, but remember, when you do like any one leg progression, you should always switch your legs. So for example, for now I will start one set from my left leg. Then on the second set I will do my right leg extended in order to like keep my body balanced and not build unnecessary imbalance in muscles. Okay, and this will be the end of the ultimate planche guide. I hope it was helpful to you, and if you want to see something specific from us, you can definitely write down in the comment section what it would be. Subscribe to this channel if you want to see videos like these more. Also click that notification bell because we post weekly. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Peace.